Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we are just going to have a look at the Ethreals this time round. So first things first, let's get this out of the way and just see what happens when we level up our Ethreals all the way. So on the skill activation for the first one, synergy mates gain 7 positive Moonglow after using their ultimate skill. At the start of battle, all allies gain 5 positive Moonglow. Okay, but you're only going to trigger that once every 3 rounds, or effectively once every 2 rounds. But it also depends on when or how often your team are using their ultimates. So if you have a copy of, say, for example, Eudora, she will trigger this much more than if you were to say not have Eudora, not casting her ultimates. I believe that's how it works. Now, Grace of Astrals. At the start of battle, a Divine Dragon spawns to assist the ally team. Deals magic damage to all enemies based on average team attack. It has a revival effect, resurrecting at the start of each round with 100% HP. So, give me a second. Do you know, it's like my wife schedules these deliveries for the moment I start recording. It's like she knows. We've got our Grace of Astrals all the way up. So, at the start of battle, a Divine Dragon spawns to assist the ally team. Deals magic damage to all enemies based on average team attack. When an ally attacks, the Divine Dragon has 25% chance to follow up with an attack, dealing magic damage equal to 300% of attack. Each follow-up attack consumes 20 positive Moonglow. And this synergy mates gain 25 positive Moonglow after using their ultimate. So the dragon, hopefully, if all goes well, should be following up with an attack. Every single ultimate that happens. And then finally, upon landing a crit, Ethereal synergy mates have a 15% chance to apply a stun to the target. This is not as good as you might think it would be, especially in sort of endgame PvP content. Very, very difficult to stun an enemy that can't be stunned. Just saying. However, and there's a big however, it will work very well in PvP, where only Glorians can counteract this, and only for the first 8 rounds. So, let's jump into some Rift Odyssey. And I know, it says Mystifiers down here at the bottom. It's fine. It's fine. Let's build ourselves an Ethreals team, and we're going to go with the best of the best. So, bear with me. We're going to pop these on one single team. I'm not ready to mix and match yet. We will eventually when I have enough for proof. So, certain proofs, like proof of Ethreals, proof of Glorians. We'll do the old mix matching later on, but I don't have enough at the moment to do both. So let's jump in and let's see. We will go with you, we'll go with you, and we'll go with you. And let's jump into the battle. Can we use any different? Yeah, I guess we can. Accuracy rate, that is kind of what we want actually. So yeah, let's jump in and let's see how well this team performs. Again, we should be gaining 25 ultimate, 25 energy on ultimate. I'm not sure if it's ultimate cast or if it's just on the one ultimate round. So effectively on round 2, we should have enough. Oof, there was a big hit on that Minotaur. We should have enough for the Astral Dragon to start following up on attacks as well. Yeah, so we've already started. It looks like he's done a nice amount of damage. I mean, Wukong here just got to finish everybody off. Of course. That's just who he is. But absolutely fine. We do get the trade, and we get multiple stacks of Holy Shield. We copy a lot of different buffs as well. Yeah, really strong. Really, really strong. I don't think the Astral Synergy really mattered in that match, if I'm honest. I just think that the Astral Synergy is kind of meh. It's why would you use that synergy? You know, you get the follow-up attacks. So if your attack is high enough, so sort of really late end game, the dragon might be able to do enough damage to where it becomes useful. But it is something to keep in mind. So here we go. Got a follow-up attack, and it does kill the enemy units, which actually is it's quite strong. Not at this stage of the game because, like I said, a light breeze A light breeze will take these guys down. Wukong putting the work in here. Very, very strong. Um, yeah, he just wants more, doesn't he? So we get the hammer triggering, we get the stun inflicted, and then Wukong to proc here as well. Yeah, that's getting really, really strong there. But again, the dragon, it does enough. I think it does enough, but I think it's still mid. Uh, Honestly, I really do. This dragon has always been mid for me. The only thing that helped it when we had the synergy artifacts for it. What I mean by that is the team would get 1,000% or 1,000 times that dragon's attack every round, or I think it built up. I think the team got as much of an attack buff as the dragon did every single round. That made your team properly strong. Like I saw crazy amounts of damage on that team. So again, really, really strong if they had that relic, but we don't have that. Sorry, if they had that artifact, but we don't have that artifact anymore. It is no longer with us, and it's now down to the seasonal synergy artifacts as well. So this should be reasonably quick. There are 4 monarchs on the enemy team, so hopefully they'll be tanky enough to survive whatever comes their way. Maybe we even get into round 2. But Ethreals, always a very, very strong team, and made even stronger with Elisha. The reason, by the way, I am not using the new Ethreals unit. I might do. I might pop her in this next match just to show off what happens. But effectively, she gives attack increase rather than HP increase. Now, both is good. You know, having an attack increase, really, really quite strong. And yeah, so enemies have survived for the entire duration of the first round, and now we're on the second round, and Wukong to do this switching business and start to build up very, very quickly. Right, okay, so let's take out Eloin and let's pop in the new hero by Sugen. By Sugen, again, on attack, or on crit, sorry, you raise your HP 50%. So every time we crit, we should be getting an increase of. So as you can see there, the first one on Bai Sugen, we raised attack, and it was just attack. You can ignore these attack and HP ups. What we're looking for really is the crit hit, and then the first hit. There we go. So it was the first hit after that crit. So yeah, again, we're raising attack, but we're not raising HP. So for me, it's not great, or it's not fantastic to say the least. I think she's going to be even better when when she is fixed effectively. So like I said, we just need that HP increase. Very, very strong. But again, not something that at the moment we can rely on. So we've done 5 rounds here. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to pause. And so we're back from outer space. Name that song down below. Love that song. So we're in PvP. This is where seasonal. We've effectively got all of the seasonal buffs active during this PvP session. As you can see, Astral Dragon is here. We just want to see how well this team does perform. So looks like very strong. That wasn't much of a test. Bear with me. Okay, we're back this time. I mean, that was a very strong opponent, and it's one that we've been using before. So if you've seen any of the previous videos, Duel is on cooldown. Just thinking about it. So if you've seen any of the previous videos, Ariana, who I was testing against, she has very, very strong teams. So much so that she beat me every other time. Except for the team that we've pumped all of the seasonal stuff into. So I wanted to go against Opie here. great contributor on the channel. Very, very strong, very, very powerful teams. So a good test to see how well we do. Now, it looks like, yeah, he does have the Mystifier stuff going on. So the Banish Mystifier effect. We do lose out on Karnak, which is a shame, but we are increasing HP and attack as we go. And let's see how much damage this Astral Dragon does. So we should see after this next attack the Astral Dragon pop off. Yeah, there we go. And actually, that is quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that really is quite a bit of damage. Woo's going to steal somebody here, of course. Of course, yeah. But we should be absolutely fine. We do have Karnak back now. I say that and he just goes straight. Say that and he just goes straight down. And Eloin down too. But we do have Wukong and Eudora here as well. Hopefully, we should see the dragon pop off one more time, maybe. No, but we nearly did. But we saw the work that it put in. We saw the work that it was put in. Yeah, see, Opie, very, very strong. And we saw how quickly the team took down the enemy there. I think he's got his hope tree a bit more spread out, whereas we've got it concentrated into one particular synergy. As you can see, great for 1v1, but not great if you need 5 teams. So again, we'll be finding out which ones are the best over the course of the next couple of weeks, and we'll well, over the course of the next 3 days, I believe is how long I've got left. But if you bear with me, I'm just going to go and pick the other synergy up, and we'll jump straight in. Now here we go. This is the one that I was looking at all of last season. I love this synergy. Every 20 negative Moonglow increases the dodge of all allies by 15%. So if you get up to the max, which I believe is 200, you should have a 150% dodge chance. Doesn't always equate to that, but effectively it's unlimited dodge. Each dodge consumes 100 negative Moonglow. All allies cast an ultimate after a dodge, dealing damage and applying stun for 1 round. So this is the other side of it. Oh, and bear with me. Nearly remiss of me. Synergy mates gain 25 negative Moonglow energy each time they use an active skill, excluding ultimates. And at the start of battle, all allies gain 25 negative Moonglow. The active skill thing, I think it's subpar. I think they should have switched those two around, and it would have made for a much more competitive Ethereal build. But we'll have to see. We'll see how well it does. So we'll jump in and see how many dodges we get and how the Grace of Shadows translates into actual combat. So we've got 25 energy here. It might not matter too much. Yeah, so no, as you can see, no increase in Moonglow energy. Not even from crits, not from anything else. Not even from Wukong's triggered ability, because it doesn't count as his active skill. In order for us to see how effective the dodge chance would be, we need to get to round 3. But it doesn't seem to be working out as well as I would hope, because these enemies are relatively weak. So let's jump in. Let's just get through this PvP. I don't expect to see very much in the way of dodging. Now, every 15 energy, no, it's every 20 energy, increases dodge chance by 15%. So instantly here, we do have 15% increased dodge chance for the entire team, as well as the increased HP, as well as the increased attack from the team as well. Really, really strong, really, really powerful. But again, in order to trigger this synergy, or in order to trigger this passive skill of the respond with an ultimate after dodging, it's going to be tough, especially with the energy build-up. The way they've done it this time round, it seems like they've completely nerfed the trees, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think last season it was absolutely manic. Like, nobody knew what the best teams were. And it's because we didn't have a testing scenario, a testing place to try out these synergies. And the fact that you could have both energy gains. So you could have energy on attack and also energy on active. So energy on ultimate and energy on active meant that you could increase your skill very, very quickly. Or at least increase your energy very, very quickly. The fact that they've split it up now to have either one side or the other, it's going to make for some interesting team builds. And I think that the power of the team, so yeah, as you can see, no chance to get to this second round. We're just doing too much damage. So we're not going to be able to see this proc. We may see this proc here with the Phantom synergy. Hold up. Just get myself comfortable. But yeah, as I was saying, with the combinations, so once we've got enough to unlock a proof, and then once we've got enough to unlock a proof and enough on another synergy for it to be relevant, we may see the attack increase, not the energy increase go up. Now I need to do some testing on whether or not we can have two different synergies from two different sides. And what I mean by that is, say for example, on one side, or say for example, you've gone for Grace of Shadows for Ethreals, and you've gone for Grace of Hunters for Glorians. The Grace of Shadows will give you negative Moon Grace energy, and the Grace of Hunters will give you positive energy. Will we be able to build up using both, or will they counteract each other? So are we being sort of pigeonholed into particular synergies being used? So do we have to use negative energy in combination with each other and positive energy in combination with each other? I don't know, but we'll have to find out. So we did get to round 2 eventually. Wukong almost fully built up now. He's doing tremendous amounts of damage. Yeah, just mental how much damage he's doing. It's a nice attack, by the way. I do enjoy Bai Sujem so far. I think she's going to be a fantastic fit in this team, especially when you get her up to 8 stars, which most people should be able to do this season. But we'll see. Now, this is a boss. This boss, I believe, lose 1 HP affected by corrode. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not, if we can't beat this boss using the Ethreals team, we'll just move over to Mystifiers very quickly, and just get it done. But I suspect we will be able to, and if not, it'll be a really good test to see whether or not we can build up enough dodge to get through. So here we're not dodging at the moment, and we are taking a lot of damage. Flipping heck. Fortunately, Eudora to heal us all back up. Increase our max HP, max attack, and we should be increasing max HP from Bai Sujen as well, but we aren't, unfortunately. It is what it is. Yeah, so taking much less damage after we've attacked. And we're in round 2 as well, so we might even get to see active skills. Hey, we might do. That'd be nice. Don't kill him, Eudora. Right, good. Oh, don't kill him. Yeah, that's alright, that's okay. Wukong can't kill him. It only hits frontline enemies. And Bai Sujen, what do you do? You're everybody, but not enough damage to kill him. And there we go. So we're in round 3 now, which just means that we're going to start to increase our energy. So we do get a miss here, but no activation of the ultimates. So we'll have to see. Oh, come on, don't kill him. No, I want to see it. I want to see it. There we go. Right, so we did get 25 energy. And another 25 energy. Another, there we go, 100. So, we were so close. We were so close, but so far. Right, okay. Let's jump into PvP. One sec. Right, and we're back again. So, like I said, Opie, very strong, good to matchmake against. We'll see how effective the Grace of Shadows is, but again, we need to get to round 3 and finish round 3 before that kicks in. So they have limited this, so it's not like it used to be. So how it, we can't even, we had hindrance applied, what a shame. So we're not going to be able to gain any attacks. Yeah, this is probably a straight up loss. That dragon put a lot of work in last time actually. So potentially for PvP, the dragon is better, because it's going to take you so long to build up that energy to get those dodges in, unless you pair it with another synergy, like the Glorian synergy, or potentially Doom's synergy as well. We'll just have to see. So, front 2 down, and Karnak stolen, and double ult, of course. So yeah, as we saw, it seems as though for PvP, Astrals is a much better fit, whereas the dodge mechanic is just meh. It is what it is, like a 0-3 here. Let's try that again. Jump into friends. Let's see if that was just a bluff. Or not a bluff, but a fluke. It was the hindrance that did us in that time round. We didn't get the hindrance applied the first match. So I do want to do a fair test. I want to see whether or not if we can avoid hindrance this time round. Would be for the best, probably, but we'll see. And Wukong getting banished, that was a bit of a pain as well. But I have to see no hindrance applied so far, which is good. And only Elwyn banished this time round. So we do get the HP and attack increases, as well as the heals back as well. Unfortunately, it all misses, but it is what it is. So Wukong here to do a little bit of work. Karnak to miss again. What a shame. Oh, and it looks like he's only got the banish on level 1, which actually I think is quite... It's okay. It just took us out of that round. Yeah. Shame. So yeah, looks like the Astral Dragon is much better for PvP. As far as I can see, the evidence points to Astral Dragon being better for PvP, whereas Grace of Shadows might be better for longer PvE as well. So just something to keep in mind there. I don't know. Let's try it where we're not getting blasted with hindrance and dead on turn 1. So we'll go with... Where have you gone? Ariana. Here we go. So strong teams, but not as strong as Opie. Let's jump in and let's try this opposing team. We may just one-shot them with Eudora, but again, we'll have to see. Hopefully they can survive for long enough. Or we can survive for long enough. It's a time cost, really, isn't it? Whoever's Eudora goes first, I guess. Reducing our crit rate as well. Okay. So we have had hindrance applied, but again, it doesn't look like we're going to get to round... Yeah, no. Wukong doing the business is what it is. Right, okay. Let's leave it there. Let's close up there and let's move on. So I'm going to jump into... not too sure who next. Maybe Dooms, I think. Got to save Glorians till the very end. So what have we done? We've done Mistfires, Valianters, Ethreals, Dooms, Avengers, and Glorians. I've already tried Avengers. Avengers, garbage. Elysians, whatever. Summoners, I've not built teams around yet, so we'll have fun with that. But we'll see. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and let me know how it goes.